Good morning. Good morning from Leadville, Colorado. This is definitely the frostiest morning in the RTD. We stay warm all night, but holy cow. I was not prepared for it to be, well, I was prepared for it to be this cold, but I wasn't expecting it to be this cold. So, yeah. Got the car started nice and early so that once Zora and I get back from our little morning walk, we'll be able to climb into a warm car and make our morning coffee and feed the doggo. But ooh, it's a cold one. That's her stick from yesterday. Okay. So I am sufficiently defrosted and it's time to feed Zora. And on the menu for the Zora Gator this morning, we have, it's cotton chili back here still, my goodness. Let's see. It's half a bag of food. Got a lot of baggies. I know, I hear you. It's looking like turducken. This is not her favorite, but we have to get through it somehow. I have recently discovered that Zora is a bit picky after feeding her pork and beef. She is a red meat gal. So when I showed her the turducken, she was like, really? You're gonna feed me this stuff? I was like, yeah, and you're gonna like it. Although this morning we just must be hungry because she is chowing down. Good. You're doing a munch, Moose. You're doing a munch. Okay, so I didn't feed her all of this because this is for if we're really crushing some miles. And quite frankly, we have not been crushing as many miles, or she hasn't been crushing as many miles. So she doesn't really need all this food. And I have a half bag from yesterday because I gave her a turkey neck yesterday. And we're gonna combine these to get rid of some of these baggies. Excellent, excellent. Now, you might be wondering, Grace, why do you have all these little bags of scraps? I'm gonna show you. Pumpkin. Peanut butter. Let us begin. I'm gonna put some pumpkin on, or peanut butter on here. I was hoping this would be liquidy enough. It's not. This is just Zora's pumpkin, so if you're wondering why I'm double dipping, don't worry, I'm not eating this pumpkin. This is all Zora. And I don't think Zora's gonna care that her peanut butter and her pumpkin touch. Just guess. Okay. And now we spread it all out. It's funny watching her go immediately for the peanut butter because she always does. Usually I'll put some Greek yogurt on here, but I only have one Greek yogurt left and I am also running out of food and I'm not going to go to the store for a minute, so it's gonna have to be for me, not for the dog. Okay, so now that that's all spread, we're gonna take our bits and pieces of our food, dump those on there, maybe just one bag. And now she's gonna have a little tasty treat of some meat in there. We'll do two bags. That spread pretty easily. All right, success. And now this is going to go into the freezer for later. I always freeze these because otherwise she eats them in 2 seconds. And now it's breakfast time for me. I am well aware of the fact that many of you think that I will perish immediately by cooking in the car. But again, it is a feels like of about 9 degrees outside right now, and that's just not something I want to do, cook outside. So I'm going to take that chance, as I have taken the chance probably over 100 times, and we're going to cook in the car. I need an egg and some chorizo turkey sausage. I think that'll do it. This morning I'm going to be making a chorizo, egg, sweet potato, and cheese breakfast burrito. It's one of my favorites recently, and I'm going to share it with you. I am so high up in altitude that my ignition does not want to work. So we have to go back to the old-fashioned method. Let me demonstrate. Turn it on. Wait for the sound of the fuel. Not enough. A little bit more. Whoa! Cool. She's just up there watching her neighbors. Hi, Moose. You keeping an eye on everything? I have to give the veggies a few minutes to cook, and then I will add in about a third of this chorizo turkey sausage. There's about 20 grams of protein in this. So not a lot of protein, but combined with the wrap and the sweet potatoes and the cheese, you end up with a fair bit of protein. Also, my wraps are looking a little bit worse for the wear. I've had these for probably a month and a half. I wish I was kidding. For all my health nuts out there, these are the best wraps though. Extreme Wellness, 80 calories, 8 grams of protein, 24 grams of carbs. Like, it doesn't get any better than this. This is fantastic. And these are huge. The veggies are looking pretty good. Also, come at me for my use of metal on metal. I dare you. Do about right there. Breakfast is served. This is one of my favorites. So delicious every time. Also, if you're wondering how my nonstick is still nonstick if I use metal on it, it's because I'm not actually scraping the pan with the metal spork. I'm very careful. But I also just don't want to dirty other dishes, so we lean heavily on the carefully use the spork instead of grab the rubber spatula thing. Who's gonna tell this one that we can't go cause shenanigans yet? Because she still has an hour until her food digests. She's ready. The moose is ready. Cleanup time, and the way this works is we start with the cleanest stuff and we go to the dirtiest. That way we can prolong the life of our wipe as long as possible. And I am nearly out of wipes. So it's gonna mean a trip to town because I quite simply cannot live without Clorox wipes. It just doesn't work with this lifestyle. And then we go to this very clean plate. I bought this at REI. It was a last minute decision. Warning, carbon monoxide. It's not even on! Because I'm about to take the freaking batteries out of this thing. Just tell me there's a fire. There's no fires in here. Carbon monoxide. Fixed it. There is one last thing to do before we go on our morning adventure, our true morning adventure, because we already took our very chilly stroll this morning. I need coffee. Let's see if the ignition, oh, it works. Now we wait. So my neighbors over there in that tent, they're both gone because they went to work this morning. But they have dogs that just roam around, and the dogs have cowbells on them so that the owners can find them. And they frequently come over here. See the chipmunk? So does this one. Eyes on the prize, Zora. Eyes on the prize. There they are. They've come to make an appearance. I'm very proud of my dog though, because they're very much in her line of sight, Zora. And she's just watching them. She's not barking yet. I always have to make a little bit of extra water because I had tea in this the last time. So we had to pour a little bit in here. This also serves to pre-warm this cup so the water doesn't get as chilly when I pour hot water into a very cold mug. And then we just dump this out. Now this is a new one for me, but I've been putting Fairlife shake in lieu of coffee creamer in there, and it's actually working quite well. A scoop of this chocolate collagen. You can hear the neighbor's dogs. And half scoop of instant coffee. And now we go on our adventure. Don't look at me like that. You're the one who pooped on your stick. You have to find a new one. No, you cannot get that one. I'm sorry. We gotta leave it behind. You pooped on it. We have to find a new one. Oh, easy come, easy go. We found snow. Even better. Even better. This one is crazy. I'm leaving you. Goodbye. I haven't asked her to come back yet. Oh, she found a stick. Here she comes. Here she comes. She's got her stick. Good job. Little helicopter tail. Zora, what did you find? That's not a stick today, is it? No, that's a bone. You found a bone. Thank you for coming back. I'm not taking it away. If it's a raw bone, she can have it. The more I take stuff like that away, the more she's not going to want to come back to me. So, within reason, I let her have most things. As long as she comes back to me when I ask. Come. Good girl. All right, here you go. Come here. She tried to eat both of them at once. Let's go. This basically is hot chocolate with a hint of coffee. It's delicious. As is this view. My goodness gracious. It's pretty, isn't it, Moose? Oh, we have an actual stick this time. Hurry up. Chaos. Chaos. My life is never boring. Sit. Zora down. Zora search. I threw a toy down, or a treat down there. Good girl. Good job. Nice work. Good job. Zora, this way. I'm waiting to find somebody camping down here. It's eerily quiet, and there's way too many spots to camp without anybody being down here. We are deep into this national forest as far as camping goes. We've been walking for like 2 miles, and there's no end in sight. And now I'm just curious enough that I'm just gonna keep walking, because I need to know how large this section of camping actually is. Alright, so let me get you caught up to speed. My phone died on our walk, but we ended up following that road all the way around, so we didn't have to double back at all. And not only that, but I also found an entrance to where I want to camp that's not all icy. So that's exciting. I also ran out of coffee on that walk. It was about an hour and a half, so it was not exactly short. And now I need something else to drink before I sit down to work for the day. So I'm gonna make some tea, because I'm still on a warm drink kick. It's actually plenty warm out here right now. Probably 30s. If you can believe that. It warms up quickly, thank goodness, because it was chilly this morning. I don't know if this is going to be any good, but I ran out of lemonade Crystal Light packets, so I have to use a strawberry this morning. So it's going to be strawberry, mint, peach, and honey. We'll have to see. Whoopsies. Saved it. It's a little dirty now. Oh well. Back to the rock. Go moist. Let there be light. Yeah, mooses. What's out there? Anything to eat? Anything to munch? It is work time and also tea testing time. We'll see if this is any good. Not too bad. Okay. Oh, it smells good. It's definitely different. I prefer the lemonade, but this is not bad. I'm just not quite sold on it yet. It's a lot sweeter than the lemonade is. Interesting. All right, well, it's something warm to drink, and that's all I really care about. Yeah, I'm watching you. It's a rough life over here. It's extremely exhausting, and I don't know how she makes it. How do I stay warm up here in the middle of the night whenever it's 10 degrees outside? Let me show you. One bag, that's a 0 degree bag if you can see that. 15 degree quilt, rumple blanket, doggo. I didn't even say anything. Do you want a treat, ho? Give me. Good. Good thing I didn't want the palm of my hand anymore. It is time to motivate for a second because we have been up here for about 2 hours and I need to stretch my legs. Down we go. Find the ladder, turn around. I have to pull this ladder out because I bring her up with the ladder as close to the car as possible because it makes it easier, and I always take her down out of the RTD with it extended a bit because that is what works. And this is the system, and no, I will not be teaching her to climb the ladder because I don't want her to be able to. It's as simple as that, and it's not actually that challenging to carry her. The sun feels so good. Back on our road. It's been a really interesting transition for me to go from really loving town to preferring to be out on National Forest land or BLM land, because for the longest time I spent as much time as humanly possible in town. And now, anytime I'm in town, all I want to do is get out to the land as soon as I can. I think part of that's because of the dog. She relaxes a lot more whenever we're out in nature, or she just has a lot more fun. It's not that she relaxes more, she's just able to sniff around and be a dog a little bit better than when we're in town. And so I just like coming out here more often and staying out here longer. It's a very simple life, and you have to make your own fun a lot of times. But I've gotten pretty good at that, and I have the dog to keep me company. And we really enjoy our time out here now. Please. It's time for the very exciting surprise of the day. A gift. As I was saying, she's going straight for the peanut butter. Let's get a closer look at this. Straight for that peanut butter corner. My snack of the day. We're running very low. I know I have ice cream. That's always an option. I have a yogurt. And I might have a little bit of bread left. So we're gonna start with the bread. Let's see if there's actually 2 pieces in here. It's very smushed. regardless. Maybe. Oh yeah. Oh no. We can make this work. This is doable. Just flatten it out a little bit. Look at that, good as new. Peanut butter, banana, and honey I have to go grab. I'm making such a mess. That's okay. Easy to clean up. Oh no. Saved it. This is delicious. You want a moose update on how the lick mat is coming along? Let's show you. How are we doing? Looks like you've made some good progress on that. Not done yet, are we? Gotta get every last little bit. Fresh cheek roll for the moose. Best bowls ever. Since there's other dogs around, I put her water up. I don't want everybody getting into it. On days that I am not filming for the main channel or an adventure for this channel, my editing days, pretty much like a normal person. Wake up, get some exercise in, work, lunch break, work, exercise, go to bed. That's pretty much it. Look at you go, Moose. You're doing good. Keep going. Keep munching. Got a long way to go. And that is why I buy cheek rolls. She has been munching on that for about 45 minutes. And you can't hardly see any change in it. I was sitting in my driver's seat charging my phone a bit before I head out on my run. And I left Zora upstairs. And when I went to grab her, she was just passed out, and she like lifted her head up when I opened the door. She was like, hello, can I help you? And I was like, it's time to go for a run. You better wake yourself up. If you want a pro tip, just run on the ice to keep your easy runs easy. I promise you won't want to go fast. This view! Oh my goodness, makes the suffering from the altitude worth it. That was the toughest 25-minute easy run of my life. My heart rate hit zone 5. It's supposed to stay in zone 2. If you're familiar with heart rate training, it did not. I tried. I would have literally had to have walked most of it to stay in zone 2. Like, my heart rate was in zone 2 this morning. And typically at the paces I'm running, the pace I ran today, I have no issue staying in zone 2. I don't think I'm ever going to get tired of seeing that fine looking RTD on that car. That is a fantastic look, if I do say so myself. Get some water for her. I really want to vacuum my car, but my vacuum will not charge in the cold or hold a charge very well in the cold. So it's just gonna have to stay messy until I can get to a car wash. Here you go, Moose. Got some cold water. Tastes good, doesn't it? What are you looking at? Hi. Hi there, kiddo. You want your snooks? Snooks? Tired. Really tired. Oh my goodness. I am still kind of sweaty and warm from my run. And before we lose all of the light, I'm going to change, because otherwise it's quite painful to change when it's so cold. Never before seen on No Perfect Plan, we have, here we are, maybe, very bottom of the stack, just a plain green long sleeve. That's the new fit. I'm gonna go change and I'll be right back. I'm a brand new person. I rebraided my hair, changed the outfit. It's looking good. Look at that. We love the socks. Socks are the big win here. And I feel so much better. Also, I got out of the cold clothes. They were cold and sweaty. So now we're warm and toasty. Just in time to lose all of our sunlight. It's only like 4 o'clock. This is bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. I love you. It is dinner time for me, and I will be making some pasta. I already have the noodles cooked, and I'm using pre-made sauce. So really, I'm just mixing things together and warming them up. But it is quite delicious, and usually I add turkey to it, but unfortunately I am out of just regular turkey. All I have left is chorizo, and that's breakfast for tomorrow morning. So these are gluten-free elbow noodles that I prepped the other day, and they just absolutely disintegrated, but they'll still taste good. This is tomato and basil pasta sauce. I don't know why you're begging for food, Moose. For one, you never get human food. And for two, we're still like 2 hours away from dinner time for you. So, sit back, eat your bone, do a snooze maybe, I don't know. This is for me. You have to be very careful with this because it burns extremely easily, even on simmer. The way that I can tell that Zora is just fighting to stay awake right now, she is so tired. She's napped for maybe 30 minutes, and that was right before we went for a run. It's not very much sleep for her. Sleep is her favorite activity. I don't think I have recently mentioned how much I love this dog, in case you're wondering. It's quite a lot. I think it's mutual though. What do you think, Nugget? I'm tired. See, it is mostly dark outside. The iPhone actually makes it look brighter than it is. I have a gator dog, and I also have gator dog food, which she would quite like if I fed to her. So that's exactly what we're going to do. A whole hour early. You're welcome, Moose. I will probably end up regretting this in the morning because she's gonna wake me up nice and early. This is a lot of food, Moose. I combined a bunch of different little baggies of food to make this bag. Good. I've also been feeding her long enough that I know about how much of a quart-sized bag that she eats. Good. We have a couple different flavors down here. This is white meat, this is red meat, and we're gonna see what she goes for first. Yes! She ate her favorite first. Oh no, you dropped one. Oh no, it's gonna smell up the car. See the headlamp? This is for everybody who says I need a headlamp. I have like 3 of them in my car already. I just never use them. But this is proof it exists, and I actually have used it. Anyways, it's 7 o'clock, which just blows my mind because I am absolutely exhausted, as is Sleepyhead over there. Not paying a bit of attention because she's half asleep. And we're gonna go to bed, wake up early, and continue editing. And then head to Denver, I think. I just watched that video back. It's all twisted. I literally just threw it on my head because I just had to go grab my phone. It was charging downstairs. Oh no. And that's... See, it just works better. You just gotta twist it. Anyways, good night. Moose, over here. Over here. That's my spot. Excuse me. Excuse me. She's not gonna move. Zora. That's my pillow. In my spot in my sleeping bag. I'll share, but you have to move. After a little bit of convincing, we figured it out, didn't we, Moose? Hey. Go big stretch. Good morning, go Moose. It got a bit chilly. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh, it's so cold. It's so cold. I don't even want to get out of bed right now. Oh. Come here, you getting cold? You want to come back under? Come on. You said, no, Mom. You woke me up. Come here. Come on. Come on. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. We're all in our places with bright shining faces, and that is the way to start a new day. You ready to start a new day, Moose? Come on, go buddy. Well, good news, bad news for you. Good news is Zora and I will be able to restock on life today because we're going to go to Denver. Bad news is this is the end of the vlog because until we head to Denver, it's going to look a lot like yesterday, and I'm not going to make you sit through that again. So, adios. I will see you in the next one.